Hey guys, welcome to the 4th week of restorative yoga practice, and this week we're going to be focusing on the sides of the body. So it's essential to lengthen and stretch out the sides of the body, and then we're going to incorporate a little bit of spinal twists into our light, active and passive stretches as well. Okay, so what are the props needed for this week? As you notice, I'm seated on the block, long, flat. Alright, ground the sit bone right on top. We got 2 cushion pillows. You can mix and match. Alright, basically they should be more or less at about the same height and about the same hardness as well. I've got a folded blanket and a towel next to me. I've got 2 tennis balls next to me, which we're going to get right into it at the beginning of the class after breathing. Alright, so let's get into our breathing sequence. And we start right away with engaging your bodies by placing your left hand to your chest, right hand to your navel. Begin to breathe gently in and out through your nose. And at this point, I want to invite some of you to even keep your lips and your mouth lightly open, particularly for those who have nasal issues, and you might want to inhale and exhale simultaneously in and out through your nose and the mouth together. Alright? Take 5 more soft, gentle breaths here. Exhale fully. Relax as you soften down. Inhale and only lift lightly. Exhale again. 3 more. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Final 2 breath in. Breath out. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Release your hands down. Back of the palms to your knees. Soft elbows. Just keep a light chin mudra hands. Keeping the chest sternum upright. Ground the sit bone on the block. And your knees and the thighs are lightly forward and down, okay? So you start to widen the hips, widen the thighs as you bring yourself to the mat. Bring your attention and focus to your mat. 1 more breath. And exhale, gradually open up the eye gaze. Now straight away, cup your hands to your ribs. And inhale. Soft elbows, exhale, soften down to your belly and the sit bone. Inhale, rise. Exhale, relax. 4 more inhale. So this will aid you to rise and lengthen not just the front and back of the body. Exhale. And also through to the sides of the bodies. Inhale again. Exhale. Twice more breath in. Breath out. And the last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Back of the palms back to your knees. Chin mudra, soft elbows. Lifting up gently. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale again. Exhale. Final 2 breath in. Breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Gradually open up the eye gaze, join your palms to your chest, thumbs to your sternum, breathe in, breathe out, bow, namaste. Let's start our restorative practice, alright? Roll your hips off gently off the block, glide it away. Put the block to a side out of your mat. You're not going to need it right now, okay? So the blanket or the folded towel next to you. Now gradually, if you fold up into a square mode, you want to lengthen it slightly out because you're going to lie sideways down on the mat, okay? So right now I'm doing a mirror image. Get only the 2 tennis balls handy next to you. Now roll down using your left arm and keep the midsection of the body down towards your blanket, okay? Good. Now, so make sure the hips are grounded onto the blanket side. Lengthen the arms forward. Look here on the tennis ball. First tennis ball, before you roll down fully, on your side left waistline. Second tennis ball, hold on to your right hand. And as you lie down, drop the side neck left onto your left arm and keep your left palm facing down on the floor. Use your top hand to just relax down on the floor in front of you. Now bend both knees forward to the same side of the body, and you're going to immediately perhaps feel a light pinch into your fascia, into your side neck on the left, side left waist, as you keep the body long and lengthen out on the floor. So what this does for you is to work in the fascia around your side necks, around your waistline, while you keep your arms straight and relaxed down on the left side of the body, all the way down to your hip joint, okay? So by lying down sideways here on a blanket or a towel, you soften the sides of the body and only keep the tennis ball engaged. So I want you to breathe in and out here, elongate, and just 2 more minutes here into your relaxation. So we do our passive stretch before we come up to some active stretch and end the 30 minutes class in restorative poses, which I'm going to show you later. Now you can begin to feel the softening of the tissues and the muscles down towards your tennis balls. And of course, if this doesn't agree with you on your neck and your sideways, what you want to do is to just let your body rest or release the tennis ball and let your body land sideways, okay? Take your time, let it go. And breathe. Just 30 seconds more here. Smooth breath, conscious relaxation, and really let the body lengthen up, okay? No rush here. Good. Gently press on up, head up, remove the tennis ball, glide it to the front of the mat, lengthen up and roll the spine, side body up. Okay, so simply turn around to the other side. Sit far left, roll down to your right. So what you're going to do is to repeat the same thing. Stack your knees forward, lie down sideways on your right hip. Left hand holding onto your tennis ball as you extend your left arm down, palms pressing down. So what you want to do is to place on the side left neck, right neck rather, and then lie down, keeping the top hand forward and down. Okay? So this time, showing you this side, 3 minutes more or less you could do for each side to keep the body still, lengthen, focusing on a massage into your side neck, your hips and your waistline. So all these are releasing that tension there, that stiffness there, and to give a little bit more flexibility and mobility into it. Particularly when we hunch forward on our desktop, our laptop, you want to stretch out the sides of the neck, and often these are the parts of the body that get neglected when we focus too much on the fronts and backs of the body. Mini adjustments, just feel safe, sideways flat down on the mat.
Take your time. Breathe. So if you notice my head goes more and more down towards my arms as I trust the tennis ball massaging into the sides of my neck. Just a final minute here. And we're going to release and sit up for a more active stretch. For 2 seconds left. And sometimes, even in bed, when we sleep this way, we don't get to lie down with this type of stretch. Alright? Gradually, hands up, tennis ball off the side neck, place it outside the mat, climb on up, roll the hands in, sit up gently. Very nice. So cross your legs, sit down right in the middle of the folded towel, and you're going to feel ease, lengthen up forward, lift the chest, turn them up right. Clasp hands, palms forward, round the ribs, straight chest, arms all the way up, side body long. You can bend the elbows, not a deep hard stretch, and just lengthen your side bodies enough so you feel the stretch out on the sides of the body. Okay? Lean down to your left, and then just hold your right waist. So you want to lift up the left fingers and walk out, walk out, walk out, hold the right waist, and then just make a light twist towards your right shoulder up. Walk in your left hand, hand on the waist wrap behind the back, and then twist your left hand behind and gaze back over your right shoulder. 2 and 1. Release. Right hand, crawl down, left hand hold the hip. So you want to gaze forward and up towards your left side. Breathe and hold. So you feel the waist stretch all the way to your side ribs, okay? Good. Walk in. Hold the front hand over the left knee. Bend and wrap the back hand behind the waistline and take a light twist towards the back. Gaze at the left shoulder. 2 and 1. Come back to your front. Good. Seated. So I'm going to shift some of these props and you can see pillows away to the other side now. Tennis ball, leave it away. Now, you're going to keep your left knee bent and just stretch your right leg out, diagonally out towards your side, okay? So again, within the mat is perfect. If you can't, just straighten your legs further out into a safe flat surface. Keep the block length along your right shin bone because you're going to lean down to your side, okay? Just one tennis ball, hamstrings. Roll your heels forward. Again, if the tennis ball is not good for you, you want to remove it and keep it up, okay? Drop your right arm on top, forearm on top of the block, and then use your left hand to hold onto your hip and start to turn your chest and the wrist up. And for those who can reach your big toes, just a light hugging onto the big toes using your right fingers. And it's your seated head to knee revolve twist pose. Pavita Janu Sirsasana, okay? So it's a gentle version. Breathe. Now what I'm going to invite you guys to do is to release your left hand from the waist and then climb up towards behind your head. Hold the back of the head with your left palm and start to raise the elbows as high up as you can, as long as you feel the stretch on your left side of the body, and start to drop the weight down to your right straight leg. So your arm is supported on the block, grabbing onto your toe or just relaxing your fingers down. Head up, chest up, lean down, stay. 3, 3, 2, and 1. Top hand down from the head, lift up, hands on the hips, roll up, and just lean forward one more time. This time holding onto your waist, and you're going to notice that your shoulders now are a little bit more mobile, and you can rise a little bit more. Gaze up if your neck allows, otherwise just gaze naturally to the front. One more breath. And release. Roll the chest down towards the front, straight leg, and then palms into the block, climb on up. Good, so you should feel that deep stretch along the sides of the body now, yes? Good, change sides, bend the right knee. So again, I'm going to shift so that you can see left leg straight, hamstrings, that single block into your left side calves. And again, tennis balls, if it doesn't agree with you, take it up. Palms rest, hold the right hand on the waist, keep the right foot in towards your thighs, and then start to twist and gaze up. So again, the left and right side of the body is never the same, it's never equal. One side will be tighter than the other, and we're going to address that issue, okay? Good. Stretching and massaging that hamstrings on the tennis ball as you stretch out the side body. Now next breath, start to walk the right hand up, hold the back of your head, and start to point the elbows up to rise and expand your chest. Turn the shoulders down. So if you notice, I did not grab hold to my left toes, that's fine. You can let the fingers down, drag out the block, or holding on to it. Breathe, one more, expand and lift, expand and turn. A few more breaths here. And slowly release the hands back from your head, go back to the waistline and lift and turn. 2 and 1, very nice. Come back, hands up, head up. Lean down towards your straight leg and bring your palms to your block, slowly come on up. So safely remove the tennis ball, let it off. Keep that one single block, and this time what you want to do, guys, is to fold that towel into 2. So keep it raised, okay? So they are for your knees. You're going to lift up on the hips. Left hand hold on to the left block, lift tall, and then tuck 10 toes at the back. Keep your waistline and hips right above your knees. No sagging your butt back towards your heels, okay? So press the block so your palm can reach out away from your shoulders by about 2 inches, and extend your right leg, plant your foot down. So I want you to practice an open gate pose and not a compressed gate pose, because this is about lengthening the sides of the body. So raising the block will ensure that the lower side doesn't get too crunched down, okay? So right hand on the waist, again, gaze up or gaze forward towards the camera. Lengthen, breathe. Now actively straighten that leg down on the right, and then from the hand, from the waist to the head, roll up, roll back, roll up, roll back. And this time adding on, release the hands on the back of the head and then stretch up away from the crown of the head. Give that body a long side stretch, and then lift up the waistline more to stretch from your fingertips all the way down to the base of the heels. One more breath. Open gate pose. One more breath. Hands back to the head. Hands back to the waist. Lean off the block and then walk down towards the front, knees in, toes in. Ready? Right side. Hold it to your right hand. Again, palms block few inches away from the shoulders, so you don't want to compress right above the shoulders, you want to push away slightly. Straighten the left leg, hips in line with the knees and the thighs, push the left heel down, hold the waist and roll up and back. Breathe. Stay 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the head, and then lift. Gaze up or gaze to the front. So whatever your neck allows, you want to support and stretch as far as your body can allow you to do. Yeah? One more breath here. Alright, hands off the back of the head and stretch up and back. So look at my waistline, slightly lift up towards your sideways, your ribs, your hips. Feel great of stretching onto the whole left side of the body now, as opposed to the other side. One more breath. 2 and 1. Nice. Come on back to your knees. Now just simple standing poses on the left and right. Bring the block back to your left hand, and this time keep your knees facing the left block. Yes. Lunge your left foot behind the left block. And then push your hands down, raising the back knee. Plant your back foot straight down, pointing the toes to me. And then use that block to push away from your hands. Yeah? Start to notice my front leg begin to straighten. So we are coming to our modified triangle pose. Hands to your top hip, waistline. And again, hand behind the head. And stretch all the way up from the armpits, the elbows, right down to your waistline and hips. And again, modified triangle pose, lengthen the fingers up and out. And breathe, side body long. So really push down, really stretch up. Push down, stretch up, and stay. So you want to add on Parsvatanasana, you just bend the front knee and then stretch up and back, okay? Breathe and hold. 2 and 1. Top hand down, support to the block. Look at my front hand. Hold up the thighs, keep that knee bent into your supported warrior 2 legs. Hands to the back, and then crawl down the back hand. Hold the front hand to the waistline now, and then hand behind the head. Adjust back, hold back. And then full reverse warrior if you want. Stretch the arms back and up. Breathe. 2 and 1. Lean back towards the block. Pick it up. So simply switch sides. Turn the left toes in, turn the right toes out. Use the block, place it in front of the right ankle. And this time, Trikonasana, triangle pose, straighten the right knee slowly and lift up the left hip. Holding onto your left waist, and again shoulders slightly away from the hands and the block. Breathe and stay. 2. One more breath. Already the side thighs, the hips are stretching out, and then now the upper body. Hold your hand behind the head and stretch your upper ribs, chest, arms, side ribs and the elbows. Add on modified triangle pose, straighten your top finger up and out. Breathe. Parsvatanasana, bend the front knee, adjust your hands into the block slightly further away if you need to, hands on top of the back of the head, and then lift and stretch back. And full stretch out. Parsvatanasana. Lengthen the top arm out and breathe. Stay. 2 and 1. Hands down. Lean forward and take a moment there. Turn your 10 toes forward to a wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Pavatasana. Lengthen the hands on top of the block. Now if this doesn't agree with you, lengthen the block a little bit higher. Now don't throw the whole body weight forward first. Lean back slightly to your side foot and the heels. And then drop the elbows. Gaze forward to the top of the block. And let your neck, let your spine lengthen down and out. Breathe. One more last deep breath, and then we're going to sit down to the floor for our restorative poses. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands off the block to support firmer on the floor. Bend the knees slowly one at a time. Cross the leg, cross the knees, sit down. Wow, that was our active stretch. Alright, so the pose that I want to show you today is a supported spinal twist using 2 pillows. And you keep that blanket there. Okay? So the folded blanket, now turn it so that the round part is next to your hip. You want that long yoga pillow next to you. And your head support using the top pillow there. Okay, so it's very simply, you're just going to lie down side hips onto the pillow. No block for now, no tennis ball for now. Okay, so look here guys, left hip in line with the pillow, against it, and make sure that your hips and your thighs and the sit bone are supported by a folded blanket. Roll down sideways and look here, your chest are going to turn towards your pillow halfway. So your left chest is on the pillow, your left hip is sideways gazing down to your front. If you feel good with the hands on the pillow, go for it. Now for me, I want to relax the shoulders further down along the mat. You just land and look at the same leg position as the beginning of the class. Bend knees forward. Alright, supported spinal twist. Engages your lumbar spine, the activity around the spinal light twist, and it's going to take away all that stiffness in your lower back and the strain in the lower back. Rest there for as long as 3 minutes if you want to, yeah? But of course in my demo here I might shorten the amount of time that you lie down. As we all know, time flies. So if you feel good here, again similar to some of the other restorative poses, between 3 to 8 minutes. Again, I can't speak for everyone, your bodies are different. Some people will feel good in the pose holding on to a longer time, some people might not, yeah? Final 2 breaths here. And one more. Slowly lift yourself up, walking the hands in next to your chest and waist. Climb on up. Now for effectiveness and for you to follow easier, I'm just going to turn my body around to the right side. So same thing, adjust your towel where side hips are going to be going down on. Lengthen. Pillows. Look, they're about the same height. So I go right sideways, lying down towards it. Turn down. As my right chest starts to rest on the pillow, I turn my right hip sideways towards the right. Okay? Rest your arms down, soften down, knees bend. Again, now we address your left side of your waist and the lumbar. Breathe, hold and stay. Final 2 breaths here, take your time. Again, stay a little bit longer for a few more minutes if you wish to. Pause the video and then continue once you're ready to the next pose. Last breath. Slowly walk your hands in, raise the palms, lengthen up. Now the final pose I want to add on, a restorative pose I've shown you before some time back, is the surfboard pose, or I call it the surfer's pose, right? So the last time I put a block below your yoga pillow. Now today I want a gentler surfboard pose. So use that pillow long. We're going to lie your hip joint right on top of it. And then keep your knees on the blanket right at the back. So again, you want to lengthen the blanket straight back again. Make sure the whole body is supported, nice and soft. Hip line a little bit raised. Onto your hips, onto your forearm. And then just let the toes drop out to your sides. Let the knees drop out to your side. Fold your arms and lie down your chest on the pillow on top. So what is raising now is your hip joints slightly to engage your pelvic. And you rest your arms or even your forehead down. For me, I like it sideways, yeah? So go for that if you want to. Stay here for as long as 5 minutes if you wish to. And for the interest of time, I'm just going to get up now. Unroll your arms, sit up. Come back to the front. And again, play with props. Enjoy the props and use your props to benefit your body and not the other way around. Okay, similar to your tennis ball and blocks. Invest in a little bit. Pillows, you can use whichever pillows that you can find that will benefit your body and your practice at home. So hope that helps in your practice. Take care and I'll see you again.